This program is brought to you by Manila Workshops, JB3 Printing and Design, Green and Gray Media.
Good morning, business partners! I'm Jade, your host, and welcome to another episode full of fresh and unique ideas. Marami kaming i-share sa inyong mga inspiring stories to start and maintain your own business. This is your time to make a change and make a difference, and it starts with you. This is Entrep TV, proud to be entrepinoy.
Pagod, hirap at pagsisikap, yan ay natural sa taong may pangarap. Maayos ang trabaho, ngunit huwag makukontento. May nais kang bugulin na aayon at kakaiba. Huwag mong suwayin ang nais ng iyong puso. Samahan mo ng hilig, sundin ang nais mong gawin. Sumama ka sa amin, mas nilinaw matatanaw ang pangarap kong landasin. Isang hangarin, sabay-sabay na isigaw, proud to be entrepinoy.
On today's episode, growing old is mandatory but growing up is optional. Dito sa LARUAN at iba pa cafe, grown-ups can enjoy youth. Kaya tara na, laro tayo! How important public relations in your business or company? Know more about it with Michael Duhenya. SAP's objective to help social enterprises here in the Philippines is vastly undeniable as they continue to change lives from different walks of life through social sabbatical program. How to satisfy your customer cravings? Learn it how with Monique Florencio.
Proud to be entrepinoy.
Success is a blessing, and being an instrument to help others is more than being successful. SAP SE, one of the market leaders globally in the industry that creates enterprise software to manage business operations and customer relations, chooses the Philippines. They help companies of all sizes and industries run better. On its second year, SAP announced in Taguig City last March 4 that 12 of their employees from United States of America, Europe, Latin America, and India accomplished a month-long obligation aiming to help the 4 social enterprises and non-profit organizations here in our country to attain the best practices and achieve operational efficiency.
If I was a young entrepreneur today, what would I focus on? I think the talent is out there in the Philippines. We need to grab it. We need to acknowledge that it's there. We need to be creative. The creativity in the Philippines is endless. We need to be creative. We need to grab the opportunities that are out there. We need to be bold and take advantage of the digital economy, which is 100% to our benefit.
SAP's objective to help social enterprises here in the Philippines is vastly undeniable as they continue to change lives from different walks of life through social sabbatical program. They are also giving way to aspiring Filipino entrepreneurs to reach the global market by strengthening their leadership capabilities, marketing development, and intercultural compassion.
LARUAN is a non-profit organization that helps the underprivileged and low-performing students. So what we do is we customize the learning technology for the mga palakol, line of 7. And then after a year, our target is for them to raise their level of awareness of who they are at magkaroon sila ng kumpiyansa, and at the end, shift even their grades. So the grades is now become a byproduct of their confidence and knowing of who they are.
Sa Teach for the Philippines, what we do kasi is we recruit, we train, and then we deploy young leaders, so yung mga fresh graduates or even nagtatrabaho na, to teach for 2 years in public schools. They become lifelong education advocates. through their experiences in the classroom. So kasi ang importante hindi lang naman yung 2 taon sila nagturo sa classroom kung hindi ko ano yung gagawin nila pagkatapos. They go to different sectors like the academe, the government, the corporate sector, and also development, and do their parts there. And always have education at the forefront of their mind. So whatever that they do, it will always be for education reform.
Economics is a platform for social enterprises, skilled volunteers, corporations, and the academe to be able to engage with underprivileged communities so that we can build sustainable livelihood and to be able to build global brands that do not leave the poor behind.
I'm Cree Lopez. I'm the founder and CEO of Messy Bessie Cleaners Incorporated. So that's a social enterprise. On the surface, we manufacture and retail all natural household and personal care products, but we really put up our organization for the sole purpose of providing employment and education for at-risk young adults. When we say at-risk, they're formerly abused, formerly trafficked, formerly incarcerated, impoverished young adults.
They have also inspired the Filipinos to have the potential to succeed in any industry. This is Jade of Entrep TV, proud to be entrepinoy. Up next, how to satisfy your customer cravings? Learn it how with Monique Florencio.
Proud to be entrepinoy.
I'm Monique Florencio, owner of Mo's Kitchen. I'm a home-based baker. I make customized cakes and pastries. Most of the cakes I design lately are wedding cakes. Customized, they are made upon order and made for the client based on the design that they want. Some designs the client gives to me, but I change the design a bit. I make different sketches, show it to the client before they approve it, and then that's when I start making the cake. Some also are hand-painted. Right now, gusto ko makilala ako bilang hand-painted cake maker. So, I think doon ako sa way na yun papunta. Kasi gusto ko siyang talagang customized na one piece lang yung cake na yun. Yung feeling ko, yung relationship ko with my products or my companies is like a parent. Inaalagaan mo yung products mo, yung company mo, and pinapalaki mo siya. You nurture it and you take care of it para lumago and maging successful. Taste is something magiging active lahat ng senses mo. Parang pag natikman mo siya, iba yung feeling. Kailangan mong i-incorporate pati yung sight mo, yung smell mo. I'll be a lemon cupcake kasi I think that's where it all started. Kasi favorite flavor ko yung lemon. And parang one day, nag-start yun na I was craving for it. So, gumawa ako. And then, yung family ko, natikman nila. And then, they encouraged me to sell cupcakes. Doon nag-start yung business. I think, isa sa mga natutunan ko is not everything will go as planned. Parang kahit ano pang plan mo ahead of time, parang meron talagang time na magkakaroon talaga ng mali or palpak sa ginagawa mo or sa plano mo. Pero yun nga, parang dapat maging kalmado ka lang lagi. And dapat may presence of mind ka lagi na kung anong next step mo, dapat lagi ka may plan B na kasunod. I'm Monique Florencio, owner of Most Kitchen, proud to be Entrepinoy.
Up next, growing old is mandatory but growing up is optional. Dito sa Laruan at Iba Pa Cafe, grown-ups can enjoy youth. Kaya tara na, laro tayo!
Proud to be entrepinoy.
Si Gab. Ako naman, si Gary ng Laruan at Iba Pa Cafe. Nung unang na-conceptualize yung Laruan, once nagkaroon lang ng location, so naisip na kaagad na dahil food street naman ang maginhawa, naisip na kaagad na natural na gawa tayo ng restaurant. But ano yung magiging kakaiba natin kumpara dun sa dami ng restaurant dito sa lugar na to? So dyan na pumasok yung love namin for geek stuff.
Ako, comics.
Ako naman sa board games. Gusto namin sana na dadaan tayo, kakain, pero mag-e-enjoy pa tayo sa ibang bagay. Pwede tayong bumili ng comics, pwede tayong magbasa ng comics, pwede tayong maglaro. Usually kasi ngayon sa panahon natin palaging cellphone, Facebook, mga apps na nilalaro natin habang kumakain tayo. Hindi na tayo nakakapag-connect with our family members, with our friends. So dito, we can talk about comics, we can talk about yung mga sikat, Marvel, DC, yes, pero mas pinopromote namin Filipino comics, di ba, Gab?
The local stuff, mga gawa-gawa ng mga Filipino. Sobrang I'm a big follower of all the local comics. My connection with the Laruan is a place where I can relax and at the same time geek out with these guys and the other partners. Also, pag wala kami magawa, maninindak kami ng mga kumakain dun. Tapos, tara, laro tayo.
Para sa akin, parang baby ko na yung Laruan. So, ito yung first business venture ko talaga na matagal ko nang binalak but nag-only come into fruition nung nagkasama-sama yung group namin. Tapos, gusto ko yung nakikita kong nag-grow siya. Makikita natin siya, nag-e-expand, dumadami yung customers, nag-e-enjoy lahat. Sa mga games na palagi kong ini-introduce yung natin. Dahil cooperative siya, so nagtutulungan tayo. Pero yung cards mo hindi mo alam. So in this particular game, talagang pwersado kang maki-interact dun sa mga kalaro. With good teamwork and trust, mapapataas yung score niyo. Parang sa business, kailangan natin magtulungan. Especially in this relationship na hindi lang ako yung boss eh. So marami kaming partners. Just like in Hanabi, hindi ko kaya gawin lahat. Pero merong certain things na alam ko na matutulong ko sa bawat isa.
Kung naging comic book naman ako, doon ako sa 14 by Manny Cabrera, which is a silent comic book, meaning wala siyang words na ginagamit. It depicts several stories about mga engkanto, mga tuwang, mga manananggal, mga ganyan. Paano malilate sa business yun? Indirectly related kasi pwedeng tahimik sa trabahong to. Kailangan, you have to speak your mind, you have to voice kung ano yung mga kailangan para magampanan yung mga trabaho ng mga partners. Kasi ako ngayon hindi masyado nagsasalita. I have my girlfriend, si Karen, who runs the show, pretty much plans and talks to everybody and make sure things are running smoothly. So, siya yung better half.
Do what you love. And someday, someone will pay you for it.
Yes!
Hi, how's Gab? Ako naman si Gary. Proud to be Entrepinoy!
Up next, how important public relations in your business or company? Know more about it with Michael Duhenya.
Proud to be Entrepinoy.
I am Michael Duhenya. I am the President and CEO and Managing Director of PRC Inc. There are three business units. The first business unit, the oldest one, is PRC Inc. We are a PR agency. So we provide public relations services, marketing consultations, advertising and media buying services. Our main focus is corporate PR. Fortunately, at that time, there was an opportunity. One of my friends who worked in Healthway Medical, Healthway was looking for a PR agency at that time. Rather than recommend it to our current, at that time, our employer, we decided to take a chance and get the account for ourselves. And then we presented to Healthway Medical. And at that time, they liked what we did, what our presentation was. We even did a trial run, a small PR project, wherein we publicized the new SM The Block branch of Healthway. So they liked the results and they signed us up, and that started everything. What we did was we just banked on our capabilities, and of course it was really, we offered them things that we felt other agencies did not offer. Like most agencies would just offer at that time print exposure. We actually were very aggressive in promoting ourselves, being able to offer broadcast exposure as part of our contract deliverables. And I think it was the first thing that set us apart from other agencies. I think, as I always say, the importance helps in building brand image. It is not a tool to influence sales. It is not a sales generation tool. And a lot of companies seem to forget that PR is a tool to build brand image. And it is important because a good brand image helps insulating the brand in case of crisis situations. You have to be imaginative and you have to be resourceful. But most important, you have to really work hard. You have to have passion. You have to work very hard. Early on when we started out, I would only just make do with 3-4 hours of sleep every day, Mondays to Fridays, just to get the agency off the ground. I think one of the success of PRC is that we don't just look at ourselves, oh, we're going to do PR and that's about it. If clients needs us to do something else, other than what is normally within the scope of work, we would gladly do it. You have to be creative because you need to think of ways to sell your client's story and make it interesting to the media. Because in the end, the media will be the one who will determine whether the story is interesting enough for them to either use on TV or radio or on print. I make sure that I take care of it, I nurture it, I help it grow. But at the same time, I keep it real. I keep myself grounded. I mean, I know when something is possible and when something cannot be done, and I'm frank enough to face it and just deal with it. Yeah. I'm Michael Duhenya, proud to be Entrepinoy.
This program was brought to you by Manila Workshops, JB3 Printing and Design, Green and Gray Media.
Focus, hard work at passion, samahan pa ng dedikasyon ang mga sangkap sa pag-abot ng pangarap. If you missed today's episode, you can access Entrep TV's YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Good news, business partners! You can now enjoy watching Entrep TV anytime, anywhere using your mobile phones via online streaming. You can also share and upload photos of inspiring business tips with the hashtag #ProudToBeEntrepinoy. Once again, I'm Jade. See you next Saturday only here at Entrep TV. Proud to be Entrepinoy.
Di mo sukat, akalain kaya mo palang gawin. Sa pag-abot ng mga pangarap, lahat ng bagay gagawin. Kailangan lang ng diskarte at ng tibay ng loob. Natatangin mong talino sa larangan ni handog. Huwag na huwag kang mapapagod, pabuti ng mga tala. Sa pagsuong sa hamon ay huhupa rin ang alon. Manatiling positibo, sa ibang tao maging ehemplo. Hindi ka nag-iisa, sabay-sabay sa pag-asenso. Huwag mong suwayin ang nais ng iyong puso. Samahan mo ng hilig, sundin ang nais mong gawin.